is just a game worth telling tales in honest ways. Burning bridges and growing closer to madness, while all the world that we know still hides the violence. Have the guts, hit the ground running. Do you fucking haunt me with dead memories? Wait right here until I return. If I don't come back, it's what you deserve. It's what you deserve. Let me know, do you care about being right? Would you rather be left alone? Haunt me with dead memories. Wait right here until I return. If I don't come back, it's what you deserve. Because we're running out of time, let's move on to safer heights. I lost my like a feather I fall. God, I'm so graceful. The words we say sound deafening away. This ringing moment of silence.
Yes, that bean fires me up. Welcome to Cute Mania Live. Let's see. I got to thank Val Florian for being on. I think that was Friday. I don't know. My days are all mixed up. Yep. Anyway, I have Tabloom with me from Portland, Oregon. Portland, Oregon. Welcome, guys. Let's see. Happy Father's Day, I guess, to fathers. Make sure you guys unmute. There you go. You got it. Cool. Yeah,
We're good.
Got to be able to hear you. Yeah, welcome, guys. You guys are cat dads, right? Just like me. Cat dads.
I certainly am.
Or are you real dads also?
No.
Oh, well, happy Father's Day anyway. Happy Cat
Yeah.
Dad Father's Day. It's funny that I follow a lot of memes, meme channel or meme pages on Instagram, and there's a lot of cool, a lot of really funny ones. I was checking them out before we went on.
Awesome.
Logan Gardner says tuning in from YouTube land.
Oh, that's our drummer.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Well, he can be on there, but he can't be on here.
He was driving somewhere. I don't know.
I think he's in
typical
the car
drummers,
right
right? Typical drummers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he always late to practice?
No,
No.
he's actually the one that's the earliest.
Yeah.
Really?
But yes, he is.
Who's always late? Who's always late? Somebody's always late, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Sometimes I.
You're both always late. Do you guys
Yeah.
live together?
No. We're just hanging out in my apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never been to the Pacific Northwest. I've been to California once, like a long time ago. But what's the weather? What's summers like there? Is it hot like here? I mean, is it humid? What's the weather like out that way?
Well, this year it's been fucking dog shit. Usually it's like beautiful picturesque summers and the sun is down and it's like 70 degrees, maybe like tops 90 for the most part, like on average. But yeah, this year specifically, it just feels like spring has been dragging on so long. It's like gloomy out now. It's overcast.
Mhm.
It was raining really fucking hard this morning, right? Was that this morning?
No, that was Thursday. It rained nonstop all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Is it kind of the same? I know because I know like Seattle and stuff. It rains all the time, right? Because I guess the jet stream or whatever does it do that there? You guys get
Yeah.
rain constantly.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen those hats that people had? I don't know if they're still around, but you know the one with the pinwheel, but not that one.
The
This one's like an umbrella, like for the top of your head. It's like a hat you can buy. Have you ever seen
I
those?
have,
yeah.
You guys wear those?
We should.
we
Yeah.
should actually.
Yeah. Yeah. I knew a guy from Seattle. What? I don't know why that just came to mind, but I know a guy from Seattle, and I never talked to him. I don't know. Anyway, you guys have a new song coming out. We'll wait a little bit to play that one, but I want to play a song that way. You know, people, if there's anybody up, you know, on my side of the country that's watching, they can kind of get an idea of what you guys sound like. I have Wander queued up and ready to go. What's the song about? Is it about wandering or pondering or
Go ahead and take it.
Wander's Day?
Wander's Day, yeah. Happy Wander's Day to all the wanderers out there.
That's right.
Yeah, no. So, I guess originally when I was originally writing it, it was like about like, you know, just like work and just like how stressful being here is, and it's like I was reflecting a little more on like the lyrics that I had written, and I was like, this feels a lot more like my experience being like Latin American, like Mexican American, and that dichotomy of like when you're in Mexico. I went to school in Mexico for 2 years.
Cool.
When you're in Mexico, you're seen as American, and when you're in America, you're seen as Mexican, and there's no in between. Like you're in this like transient.
Even when you like, I mean, no offense, but you look Mexican. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you look the part. You know, you look the part. So
No.
like, so you're treated like an American when you go to Mexico?
Yes. Yeah. It's crazy, right? Yeah. So it's like, but it's a cultural thing. Like you go there and you speak the language, but you don't know what being
They
Mexican.
kind of tell that you're like an outsider or something
Yeah.
like that.
And then you come to America and they're like, okay, well, you're not American though, you're Mexican. And it's like, where am I? Which one is it?
I
Yeah.
wouldn't think that would be a thing. And, you know, it's kind of like me maybe like going to England or something. You know,
Yeah.
like in like maybe trying to speak with the accent or something, but I'd probably looked as that Yankee or something like that.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think that's pretty similar to like the experience. Honestly, like
I don't understand it because I mean, yeah, I don't look British, but what's British look like? You know what I mean? Like what's American look like? You know, American is like everything. You know, every color really. I guess. I mean, patriotism. You know what I'm saying?
no, definitely. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I guess that's why I wrote the song, because it's like you're not really a part of both fully. You're somewhere in between, and like, yeah, the lyrics are kind of like speaking to that in a way. Like, okay, like I could have just like pushed down and like lived in ignorance and been like, no, I'm like straddling that. Like I'm both Mexican and American, and like it doesn't mean anything to me. But you know, like you really start like analyzing it and looking at it, and you're like, wow, I'm not like really inherently a part of either one of these groups. Like,
Yeah.
And that's just like other people's perspective of that. So it's like, you know, how do I internalize that? How do I, you know, how do I identify myself? You know?
Yeah, it's phenomenal. I love the music. I love your all sound, and it's definitely up my alley. But without further ado, let's play Wander, so you know they can see what I mean about this, because it's great stuff. So here's Wander by To Bloom.
Hit 'em.
Thank
I love it. I love it.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, man. Yeah.
There's no lyrics on the Apple Music, so like, but now I can kind of tell what you're saying. And Logan helped me out here. That's what I was laughing at. He was chatting. He said, hey man, I'm sitting in a car over the Columbia River looking at doom and gloom, and he said smothering. I'm smothering.
Damn.
And I said, don't lose your grip. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
Hey, you can smother, but don't lose your grip, okay?
I mean, just is the Columbia River in Portland? I assume.
Columbia River. It kind of like doesn't it divide Washington? And
Yeah,
Oregon?
Washington and Oregon.
Yeah. So it's like
He might be in Vancouver. Hell if I know.
I can't remember whereabouts in Washington he is. Logan, if you want to hit us with that in the group chat, that'd be
Also, our bassist Alex is gonna join in here
yeah.
in a bit.
Sweet.
So we'll get a little more.
I was just getting ready to ask Kevin. I can't because I can't remember. I know Bruno's the lead singer, but Kevin, you're the guitarist because he's just a bass player. I was just going to ask you if you were the bass player.
Wait, you cut out a little bit.
Oh, I'm
You asked.
sorry. Yeah, I know Bruno's the lead singer, but I was going to ask you if you were the bass player or the guitar player. But I kind of
Oh yeah, I play guitar.
from Bruno saying that the bass player is on his. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you're the guitar player.
It's just gonna be yeah. No, I play guitar.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's fun, and I have a good old time with that.
In
Yeah,
time.
it's phenomenal. Let's see. I'm trying to remember back to the bio, the brief bio from the email. Is it
Oh, yeah.
2017 when you guys formed, or am I 2009?
Well,
2009, we started like.
we started back in high school as sophomores. So
that
that
was 2010.
2010.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was sophomore year for us.
that's true. But we've been collaborating since 2009, I think. But yeah. So like when we were like, just kids in school, in 2010, we actually like recorded like our first like EP, and it was like actually pretty extensive. It was like 6 songs.
Yeah.
Or like 5.5.
Is it available? Can anybody get it?
Yeah, I think so. It's called a Ruthless Armada by Miles of Machines. We were all 16 at the time. I think it's around somewhere still. It might be on our SoundCloud.
It's definitely on SoundCloud.
Yes.
And I will say, listening to it, like at the time, it was a really unique blend of all the genres we were listening to. So we were really into Iron Maiden and metalcore.
Yeah.
So like think metalcore Iron Maiden, and that was like
That's awesome.
the sound we were. Oh, there he is,
Hey.
a little golden boy. Good morning, sleepyhead.
Logan says he's headed from Vancouver back home to Portland.
Oh, nice.
Oh shit, yeah.
Cool.
Alex can probably give some more insight on that recording process. Alex actually, he is the bassist, but he used to play drums
Mhm.
for previous iterations of the band, and then he eventually decided to switch to bass. Hey, there he is.
What's
Hey
up,
Alex,
Plug?
how you doing, man?
We cannot hear a single
Your
word.
volume's a little low. I don't know if you maybe just put your face like up to it like this and just talk like that.
It gets quieter.
Yeah, I don't know why it's like that. That's weird.
Is it your microphone on your?
It could be on. Maybe just lose the earphones and see if that helps. Like
Does that work at all? You
Yeah,
better-
that's better.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, cool. Yeah, no headphones then.
It's
Let's
weird.
do it.
Yeah, Zoom's weird with ear pods and things. I don't know.
Yeah, I've never really used it, so I'm just gonna do it now.
I don't use ear pods because they tickle my ears. So I use I always use these things.
Yeah, the cans. Yeah, the good stuff. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
How you doing, man? Where are you? Are you in Portland?
No, I'm currently in the Bay Area, in California.
The variant. Why do
Yes.
they call it the variant? Why do they call it the variant?
No, the Bay Area.
Oh, the Bay Area. See,
Yeah, Bay Area.
it's the
yeah.
accent. It's the accent. I probably sound like a southern guy. Do I have an accent to you guys? You think?
I don't hear it.
Not yet.
What I like to hear. That's what I like to hear.
Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers.
Logan says cat says hi.
Cat.
Incredible.
Oh,
He has
okay.
a cat too. He has a cat with him.
Yes, it's
His fiance.
Oh, it's cat with a K.
Yeah. They're getting.
I hear it more with everybody that I have on. I'll listen to the songs on my my speakers around the house and stuff, and you don't really get a good sense of the parts, because it's just a speaker. But when you have these on, it's like you hear everything.
Yeah.
The bass playing is phenomenal. The drums are phenomenal. The singing's phenomenal, and and the guitar's phenomenal. I mean, you hear all of it but in parts. I don't know. It's just I guess how the brain works or something. I don't know, but it's really good stuff.
Thank you.
These kids are
Yeah.
going somewhere. These kids are going somewhere.
Thank you. Appreciate it. No, it's definitely layered. Like I even find myself going back to our music because like on the first pass, I'll listen to like it as a whole. Then I'll go back and listen to the guitar parts. And then I go back and I'm like, okay, what's the bass doing? And I go back and I'm like, okay, what's the drums doing? And then I go back another time and I'm like hearing it as a whole again. And I'm like, this is like all talking to each other in such an interesting way. Like it's like weaving and bobbing because like me as a vocalist, all I'm really doing is like figuring out like all I'm really thinking about is like make the hook, make it a hook, make it catchy. And I'm not really like digging into like what everyone else is doing so much. Like I'm really just focusing on trying to make like the juiciest riff I can. And then
It's definitely juicy for sure.
was that?
It's definitely juicy for sure. That's what I was thinking when I listened to it.
Appreciate
first
it.
time.
Yeah. But then like bring it back, then I get to hear how awesome the rest of the guys are because they're all doing some crazy stuff. And it's
I
just
know.
super cool. Like it's super layered and dense, really dense music. Like
Yeah, I definitely dig that style. It's almost like I don't even know when to say it's mathcore or it's not the core part of math, but it's math because it's like musician math because it's tempoing or tempo and the bass is doing the same thing as the drums doing when it's doing a fill. It's crazy. You know what I mean? I can't imagine being in a band like that and trying to do that. It just seems like it would be so difficult, but it's probably just easy. You know?
oh no. No, it's hard for us too.
I was gonna say the only reason the reason we only have 3 songs out right now is because we take a lot of time with writing our music and we write and rewrite over and over again until we've honed like the point that it is. So it's like it takes us a long time to like fully write out a song and all agree on parts and and then recording takes a bit of time for us because we're all paying all out of pocket, but we want to like go to like a really solid studio with like really produce a good sound. So it's a lot of time and money that we invest in it, but we're all as a result like extremely happy with the final product.
Who's the most stubborn in the band when it comes to writing?
Who is that?
I think it's between you and I.
Yeah, I think it
Oh,
might
come
be.
on, it's Alex. You just don't want to say it.
Oh
Yes.
no, no, I'm so chill. I think I'm chill. I think I'm chill.
SoCal. Shut the hell your balls. I don't hear it. This guy is the #1 bullshit guy.
No, that can't be my thing.
He doesn't
No,
look like that at all.
No, I think it is. It's usually it comes down to me and Kevin like duking it out for specific parts because like
Alex gets very opinionated when it comes to like if he doesn't like a thing, he will make it well known, but otherwise
That's true. Yeah, it's very true. Actually, I'll give you that. Yeah.
which I admire. There's something to be said about that. It's because you don't want to compromise too much in a band. So it's
But I do feel you and Bruno are the main writers. Like it really is your stuff. So I do think it does come down to you guys. In a good way, for sure.
we appreciate your input.
Yeah, totally.
and you're cool.
Hey.
Nice
I
beard.
did notice. I did notice when I was stalking your Facebook. I'm never on Facebook. Instagram changed my life, even though it's owned by the same people. But Instagram is definitely way better. It's way cooler. It's where the cool people are. But when I was stalking your Facebook, I did notice there was a picture of only 3 of you. Tell me about that and why you added the 4th person.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. Okay, yeah.
just us 3. Like the first photo shoot we did where it was just you, me.
Yeah.
It was the same bench that you were sitting on when there was 4 of you, but then there was only 3 of you.
Oh, Alex is.
Oh, that one. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Unless you just chose to cut people out of that one.
Well, no. So
I assume that was for like publicity, like for that's it makes more sense because I wasn't there at the time.
yeah, we just wanted we paid for a photo shoot and we wanted to still use it, but Alex he moved back to the Bay Area to focus on stuff, and so we had to change our lineup a lot. So like the person you were seeing on stage wasn't the person you were seeing in the photo. So yeah.
We just haven't gotten around to doing like
Logan said it was before I was born. That's what.
Yeah. Fun fact: drummer Logan, he's only like 6 months old, I think. He's a golem that we
Really?
made.
And he's driving already? Damn. And he's good at drums. He's very, very good at drums for a 3-year-old or whatever he is.
The drums. He's
Yeah.
he's goated.
Alex, are you a father? Do you have a cat? Only cat dads are allowed on the show tonight.
Oh.
Me? No, I'm a dog dad actually.
What? You gotta go.
Oh.
Sorry.
I have a dog. Yes,
No, I'm kidding. What kind of dog do you have?
I have a pit bull.
Is he mean? Does he bite everybody?
No, she is an angel. She's like amazing. She's the best. She's
Don't
great.
you love that
Sophie.
stigma that pit bulls get? You know, everybody's like, well, you got a pit bull, it probably bites everybody. No.
I mean, I don't like the stigma, but I like the memes that come out of it are pretty funny, to be honest. I'm cool with those.
Someone's baby. That yeah.
Alex
Pit bull
is-
on its way to maul the nearest child. I'll laugh at that. That's fine.
Alex
What is it,
dog
uh,
very sweet.
Don't they use pit bulls for like dog fights and stuff? Do they still
I
do
mean,
that?
they use all sorts of dogs for dog fights.
That's on
all sorts of cocks for cockfights?
Also, I'm sure maybe. I don't know.
I'll go ask my buddy Rob. He's in there doing something.
Oh,
I know all about that.
oh yeah, the planes. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Got that insider stuff.
Hey, I want to play. I want to play marionette, and
Hell yeah.
I kind of have a fun, a fun fact about marionettes. I made a marionette when I was in 8th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, something like that. I took French in middle school, and we had to make marionettes for like a class project, and what I was going for was Michael Jackson, and what came out was not Michael
Okay.
Jackson. It was not Michael Jackson at all, but it was Michael Jackson like when he was older, like or when he got before he died. When he, how he got whiter, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had the pale Michael Jackson marionette is what I had. It's still somewhere. It's all tangled up. I think at my parents' house. Hanging up in
man.
the closet, but it's all tangled and shit. I mean, it's never going to be untangled. But and also knows Joey Holiday is on his. I had to look up who Joey Holiday was because I didn't know, and that's probably bad. But just kind of tell us a little bit about this song and if you have marionettes that you made yourself, and a little bit about Joey Holiday also.
I feel like a puppet sometimes.
Yeah.
That's why I wrote it.
Oh,
So,
I'll start. I wrote the lyrics to it, and I
and
basically
also the music.
and the music. Yeah, I wrote marionette essentially, like the guitar parts and the lyrics, which we really had to like for Bruno's sake. It initially started off as this like really verbose, like kind of like a stream of consciousness poem that I'd made, just kind of about how I felt like I was sacrificing my volition in my life for the sake of other people, and just how I felt like I wasn't doing things for myself, I was doing things for other people. And then I kind of like, I was like, yeah, I don't know, I feel like a puppet. And then I kind of came up with marionette, and this whole like aesthetic and storyline played in my head and whatnot. And I tried to like make that reflected in the lyrics. And then we kind of hemmed it down, made it a bit more catchy. Bruno spiced it up real good. Like, and then what was the question?
A little bit about Joey Holiday.
Oh yeah, so Joey Bruno basically commissioned him after you saw that he'd made a post.
Yeah, he posted on Instagram stories that he was like doing features, and like he's in the band Anemoria, which like I had been listening to for like a year.
I
at
played
that.
them on the last show. Yeah, they're badass. I downloaded the
Phenomenal.
album.
They were so their sound was so unique, and Joey is just such a great singer. And this was our first song as this band, like this iterate, like us starting as this new project. And I was like, we want to get as much traction as we can. And by getting someone who's already in the scene, I think it's going to help us a lot.
Sure.
And also he just is a phenomenal vocalist. So I reached out to him and he checked out the song. We gave him that bridge and he fucking killed it. He gave us like 3 or 4 versions of it. And there was like 2 versions that were like more like Circus Survive-y, like, but we were like, no, we don't want the Circus Survive. We want like Joey Holiday. We want Joey Holiday do that R&B shit that you love doing.
Mhm.
Boys to men. Boys to men, that shit.
Yeah, Boys in Men.
Yes.
No, but he absolutely like fucking killed it. And learning that vocal melody after that was just like such a challenge, but it was so worth it to have another vocalist like go in and interpret your music and write something based off of what they think it sounds like.
Mhm.
Right. Yeah.
It's like super awesome because it gives you a whole context for like how you're listening to your own music. So that learning his vocal parts helped me write like stronger vocal melodies for the last two songs that we had. Like
Your all's vocals on that song mesh really well together too. Like I had to. Well, I was actually mowing the grass today and listening to that song, and I had to stop and turn the blades off and kind of skip back to see where you stopped and he started. You know, it meshed really well together. That I had. That's what it. I mean, yes, it was loud, but I mean, they're not earbuds, they're cans. So like I should be able to hear it, but I that's how well it was. It is. It meshes together. So you guys you're good singing together, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I guess.
thank you, appreciate that. Yeah, I think it's when I first heard like the dichotomy between our vocal parts, like I would say Joey has a very like he floats and he like and so like that transition from my vocal melodies to his and then back to mine, like his bridge, his bridge, I felt like he was floating, and then it comes back down to my section, and like my vocals to me sound like heavier and like more anchored and like I don't know. It was just cool to hear that dichotomy, like because Joey comes in and he's just like flying all over the place, like pushing registers and doing some crazy shit, and I come back and I anchor it with like the original motif, and so it was just super cool to work with him.
Now, was he in the studio with you when you were at the studio doing the song?
No, he recorded
Remote. Alex, you had something to say?
Oh, sorry. No, I'm sorry. I just wanted to say I really do. I agree with that. I really like how it goes from Joey's vocals to yours, because you come in with that like really powerful like grit and that rasp, and it's such a cool contrast going to the end of it. Like I just love that. I think that's a really cool part of the song. I just want to agree, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, it's badass. Well, let's listen to Marionette. Oh, yeah. Did any of you make a marionette ever in your life? You should do it and make it really pale and like Michael Jackson. I don't know.
Please.
I should have tried to find that. I don't know if it's there anymore. I don't even know. It might have been in the trash can or the landfill somewhere. But I'll try to find it, and I'll send you a picture of me and Michael Jackson, the very white version of Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah.
Even whiter than he was in real life. I don't know. Okay, here's Marionette.
I know I'm restless. I
There's so much going on at the end of that song.
Yes.
Yes.
I just now noticed it, with the headphones on. There's so much guitar going on. There's so much drums going. I mean, everything's just haywire, but it's not haywire. It's like controlled chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's badass, dude. It's terrific.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know if you can hear it, but in like that first half of the outro part, Alex is actually doing bass tapping, and it's pretty baller.
It sounds there's like a jazzy feel to in the middle.
Ooh,
yes.
Am I hearing that right?
Yeah.
Like a jazzy kind of
I threw in a dominant chord, if that's what you mean.
sounds like a dominant chord. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Where are my submissive chords at?
Yeah, really. Yeah, that's on the next song, right? The next.
Yeah.
Some type of war between Dom and Sub on the new album. I was kind of chatting with Logan a little bit, and he said, let's see, like, he said Bruno drew one. When we were talking about marionettes, and I said, oh, did he draw the cover? And he says, oh yeah, ask him to go into the covers.
Mm.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Is
So
he talking about bed covers or actually the covers for the song?
Well, yes, the covers for the music. So I did the album or the artwork for the first one, and then for the second one, I've been trying to use our connections as much as possible because we're DIY as hell,
Yeah.
and like where we can collaborate with people and make it like a little cheaper for us, and also make it super fun to work with an artist that we know. I try and look for those avenues. So our friend Ted Titus from back home, from high school,
Mm-hmm.
did the cover for Wander. He did a whole photo shoot for us, which was super awesome, super incredible. Like he's out in Berlin now doing, living that artsy lifestyle. So I hit him up. I was like, because he liked our music, and I was like, hey man, like I love the photography stuff you've been doing. Like it would be awesome if you could do artwork for us. So he gladly helped us with the artwork for Wander.
Yeah.
And then for We Can Never Go Back to Arizona, I hit up my friend from art school. I went to art school in San Francisco, and she was in the illustration program, and I was in the traditional animation program.
Priya, right?
Priya, yeah.
Yeah.
Priya just did the illustration for Arizona, and she did such a phenomenal job. And I looked at it, and I was like, you got to give me the Photoshop file because I need to make this move.
Ooh.
So I animated all of the ad sets and
Where's the print?
oh yes, we have prints.
We have prints of
Get the prints. Get the prints.
Of the artwork, right?
the artwork. Yeah.
That's so sick. I didn't realize that. That's awesome.
There's a bunch of copies. I got a few copies of stuff, and I'm getting mine framed, and I'm gonna put them on my wall and just.
I will frame mine if you
Dude,
if
yeah.
you send me some. I will frame them. Damn it.
I can send
If I
some.
get one of those, I'll take one. That sounds dope.
So I went and we printed this with a risograph. I don't know if you're familiar with what risograph.
not.
It's like a really old school print machine. You do it layer by layer, and you pay for like the ink. It has really special, specific ink that it uses. Super awesome. I finally made merch for us. But yeah. So the artwork is like also a really collaborative process. Like us as a band are so DIY.
There's this too.
I drew this from.
So sick. Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's badass.
That is so beautiful.
But yeah, like we try and keep everything like as homegrown as possible, because it's like, I don't know, for us, like, or for me at least, I don't know, I'm sure Kevin feels the same way, like being able to like use or not use, but like collaborate with other artists to help you build yourself as you're building them is
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
super important to me. Like I find a lot of value in that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I look up other podcasts just to see what they're doing, especially video podcasts. Because not a lot of people do video podcasts, but I look up that stuff, and just to see, not to steal, but just to see, okay, how are they doing it?
Yeah.
And how did they get to where they're at? And it's most of the time I have no idea, what they're doing. And it's probably easy for somebody that knows a lot about that stuff, but I just kind of do it the way I do it and
Oh, of course, yeah.
stick with it.
It's also like, I think about the learning experience too. That's the fun part. Is like,
It is sometimes.
yeah. There's a lot of upfront work.
Yeah.
And see, I know you guys kind of hinted to the fact that not all the members are the members on the album earlier, something like that. Um, I said great drum work, by the way, and I said I love listening to it. And he says thanks, but I can't take credit. Asked him to go into that too. I do recreate it live, and you will hear me on future releases. And I think you hinted to something like that earlier.
I'll start. So basically, yeah. What was I going to say? Yeah. So Logan Gardner, our current drummer, was not the one that did the drums for those singles. That was Logan Strong, our longtime friend, and for a while, he was our bassist for a time. But he just recently stepped away from
Did you
that.
specifically look for another Logan?
Yes.
No, he found us.
No,
He smelled the blood in the water. He
So
said,
yeah.
Logan.
Yeah, so Logan Strong was our drummer for a time, and then we parted ways. But he still, we asked him if he still wanted to do drums for the recordings because that hadn't been done yet. So he stepped in and he did that, and he, did amazingly. Like it's like even now, like like Logan Gardner, like he says, he like replicates it, true to what's on the recording, which I really appreciate. But yeah, Logan Strong did all that. Logan Strong has helped us out a lot.
Logan
at
Strong
times.
is such a phenomenal multi-instrumentalist.
Yeah.
He's in a band with him.
Yeah,
They have a math rock band called The Reason Our House is Haunted.
yeah. Check out The Reason Our House is Haunted on Spotify.
Super
do that,
awesome.
yes. Sure.
Hell yeah.
Instrumental math rock, super fun album. It's like bouncy and fun, and you just feel happy. It feels like summertime when you hear it.
Yeah,
It's
it's
called, was it Jeffy's House?
Jeffy's house. It's named after his bunny, Jeffy. And there's like kind of like we're working on more material. It's kind of like a larger like concept that we're working with that Logan conceived, but it's just like a very like feel good math rock with like emo elements to it. It's like you can't necessarily compare it to just like TTNG or what's the other band? The band that never meant American Football. It's like it pulls a bunch of different things, and it's a lot of fun to play, albeit like very difficult. But
Logan plays guitar for that,
yes,
and he played drums in the recordings, and he played bass for us live.
yeah,
He's a busy man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So,
He is quite the Renaissance man.
and he makes it look effortless. I hate him for it.
It feels like his brain is just built for music, and it's super cool.
And that's tough music too, like math rock. I mean, that's tough. But I
Yeah.
guess it'd be easier if you're doing most of the parts for it, like because you know what you're going to do with. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to do it. I mean, I dabble on drums, but not. I've never like written like an entire song where it's a guitar and the drums and bass and all that. Not for me.
I don't know anything about playing drums, so I really respect people like both Logans and Alex here who, they make it.
The drums are like they look like the most fun instrument.
Yeah,
They are. It's like riding.
It
It's
is.
like
Oh, yeah.
riding something because you got both feet going. You're on the drums. Like that. Like when people say you're on the drums, because you're not even on the floor anymore. It's like you're everywhere.
You're in
At least
here.
I am. I'm all over the place with it. But.
Yeah.
in your Evangelion. Scott, I see a guitar behind you. Do you play guitar?
I do. Yes. This is probably the one that looks the best. This is a Schecter C6 Deluxe that I got. I got it for myself. I rewarded myself for the 100th episode, and I bought that.
That's
Yes.
awesome. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. But
Yeah.
I usually play acoustic. I have two. Well, Rob came in before we started and took my Washburn from me. But it's a Washburn, and it's got like a vine inlay on the fretboard. It's awesome. It's a phenomenal sounding guitar. And then I have an Ibanez that I play out everywhere because it sounds phenomenal plugged in, but not unplugged. I mean it. But it doesn't sound very good, not plugged in. But yeah, I play a lot more guitar than I do drums and sing and stuff. So yeah, I'm a musician as well.
Yeah, fellow musicians, just networking.
You guys have a preview of a new release. I'm not too familiar with Lilac Kings, but you have that's the vocal feature you have on this one.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about that, and then we'll hear the snippet of the clip that we have.
Yeah. So Dylan, yeah,
Right.
Dylan McBride, Lilac Kings, like super phenomenal post-hardcore band.
It's different. I love it. It's different stuff. I downloaded the one of the albums, and it's
No,
definitely different.
it's super cool. Like, and
Good,
his
yeah.
register, and the thing is, like, I was looking at live performances for them, and he, like, to me, it's as a vocalist, what I look for in myself, and as well other bands as well, is like, okay, you're nailing it in the mix, but like doing it live is a whole different beast. And Dylan McBride is one of those vocalists who was also playing guitar, who absolutely did live. And I was like, okay, so for this
Bye,
last
Alex. Bye,
Okay.
Alex.
song,
What
I
happened to Alex? He left. The Pitbull got him.
anticipated. So it was the same idea as like the first song we did. I thought it would be cool to have like 2 vocal features out of 4 tracks. And
Oh, there it
originally
is.
I was talking to Isaac Wilson from
Yes. Dwelling.
Dwellings.
Dwellings.
Originally I was talking to him, but it seemed like he was busy doing stuff, and like I was like, okay,
Isaac, if you're watching, we'd love to collaborate in the future.
yes, please.
Yeah, Isaac. Yeah, hit him up.
Come on,
Yeah.
dude.
If by some miracle you're watching Two Bloom talk about you,
Yes.
please come back. to us. No, but
Maybe come back.
at some point I was like, okay, he's like busy. I'm not gonna like push too hard. I'm gonna see if Dylan is available for a feature, because I really liked his vocal style. It was different enough from what I do to give it like a different feel, different vibe for this like really complex song that we have. And like
Mhm.
I've been struggling writing vocal melodies for it for like the last 3 years now. It's just a hard song overall, and I just wanted someone to come in with like a fresh take, fresh ears. Because I wrote the guitar parts for this song, and some of like the song structure. So like we have this chorus section that has like a 7/4
Drum beat.
drum beat with a 4/4 rhythm. With I don't even know what the lead part's doing anymore.
It's 7 for a while,
It is
and then it goes into 4/4.
So like we really play with polymeters and
Yeah.
polyrhythms in this song, and like
kind of breaks your brain a little bit.
and to me, like working on this song so closely and for so long, I really needed someone else's fresh take on what it sounded like and what it could sound like. And so Dylan was like super excited. I sent him, I was like, hey man, we really like your band. We really like your sound. Like, would you be interested in doing a vocal feature? And he was like super receptive. He's like, yes, I'd love to. Like, I led with like, because, okay, so sorry, Joey Holiday featured on one of his songs recently. I think Teeth.
Oh, Cicadia.
Cicadia?
His other band. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
oh shit.
Yeah.
Featured in another, okay, he featured in a song with Dylan recently. And I was like, I saw that Joey featured for one of your songs. Like, he featured for one of ours. And we love your sound. Would you be interested in featuring? And then he was like, yes, super stoked. Let's do this. And then, he was like super on board. I sent him like the lyrics and the concept. And I was like, please write your own lyrics. Like, do whatever you need to do to make this like feel like you. This section is you. And he fucking killed it. It was so cool. He's such a good vocalist. And like he sings at a register. I'm going to have to work my way up there. He sings at a register that is like unfathomable to me.
Like,
You have octaves like that too. I mean, you go way up too.
Oh, thank you. But
There's portions where only dogs can hear him. You know, it's
Yeah, the dog whistles.
yeah, exactly.
But yeah, he's also, so the other awesome thing is he's gonna do some guitar stuff for us too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, which we haven't even heard yet. So
Yeah.
I wish we could spill the beans on that, but
Yeah.
there's no beans to be
You
spilled.
can if you want. I mean,
We
yeah.
We just don't
He's-
have, we don't have
Well, yeah,
anything.
you don't want to. You don't want to. You got to.
yeah, he's got to deliver the beans first, then we
Yeah.
can spill them.
Exactly. No, I did it. I had a jam band on recently called The Settlement, and they have a song that's like in, I can't even remember what the time signature was, but one of the co-hosts I had on at the time, he asked what the time signature was. So I did a whole clip, just taking different parts of the interview, which is what I do with everybody. So beware, but it just kind of make it funny. But I just kind of took all the parts where somebody was talking about numbers, and that was the answer. Like, so I started with the question, what time signature is that in, and then it just, so I might have to use that part that you guys just talked about with
Oh
just
yeah.
to make it sound severely difficult. You know what I mean? Like,
This song is hard.
but you never know what I might use because 15 seconds on the Instagram thing. It's tough to get something down, but
Yeah, go ahead and play that
it's so
without.
much fun. It's so much fun to do that too. Well, let's take a listen to the when does this one release, or is it just kind of in the works still?
We're hoping to close. This is a 4-track EP. This is the end of it. This is the last song we have. We're hoping to finish this song and then release the full EP, remixed and remastered.
Early August, right?
Like August 5th was what we were
Really
hoping.
soon, then, yeah. Nice.
We're already talking to the illustrator for the new artwork.
Yeah.
So we're just
Now, is this one called Dylan McBride vocal feature snippet? That's the
Indeed.
one title.
Yes, that's the file I sent you.
well, that's not the name of the song. The song is
Yeah.
called Flush Crimson.
Okay, I was hoping it was something.
Terminator Salvation.
Yeah.
Cozy.
I was hoping it was something shorter than what you sent me. But let's take a brief listen to to this vocal feature snippet.
I will hold you. My iridescent reminiscent. And I wanna go back to where I was when I was a kid playing for kicks. And my father built me brick by brick. And now I'm slipping, losing grip in everything. Sweet memory.
Yeah, he nailed that.
Oh,
Yes.
He's singing on like the breaks and everything. Like, and that's crazy. And he's got like a Coheed and Cambria. What's the lead singer?
Yes.
Coheed and Cambria? What's his
Claudio
name?
Sanchez.
Yes, he's got kind of that
Absolutely.
range a little bit. Probably
That is 100% the vibe too. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
I never thought
and
about
the song too. If the song keeps like that, that's kind of what I was thinking was like a Coheed kind of feel. With that.
it.
Where's he
Yeah.
going?
Alex.
Oh, need my charger. My phone's gonna
Went
die.
into the dark room. Looks like
Morning. Where's
developed
the
some photos.
Let's get my charger.
Go get the pit bull. I want to see the pit bull. Damn it!
Oh, so
I want to see how
So-
cute this thing is.
Get to sleep right now.
she's
Wake her
so,
the fuck up.
she's so sweet. I
It's
love
getting the old dog aggressively.
Get up and cute. Perform.
I don't know what Logan's referring to because the latency between what we were talking about until the comment comes up. But he says when I heard that the first time I played it back literally 1 million times, I know I counted.
Oh, me too. Like 100%. Yeah.
As soon as we got that vocal feature, there was no feedback.
Mhm.
It was just like so good. Like
Perfect.
it just sounds. It's so the concept for this song is like nostalgia and longing for like a past life, especially like with COVID, like stability. The stability of our day-to-day life just kind of like crumbled, and so
Yeah, definitely.
with the lyrics that I was writing, it's like this longing for a previous life, like when you were younger and like more I don't know.
It felt like you had like your whole life ahead of you.
Yeah,
Which we still do.
we still do. But it's just like that 2-year break
Yeah.
and that was just like so crazy. But
Mm.
anyways, so I told him the concept, I sent him the lyrics, and he absolutely nailed it. It just feels like that section of the song feels like a memory, like you're playing like a old VHS tape, like
Yeah.
lyric wise and like sound wise.
The
Like
timestamp says like 95 or something. You're
Yeah.
like, bang.
so
I don't want to lose time. Because we're kind of getting down to the I don't know, not the end. I hate saying the end. And I also have to say subscribe or something or whatever the YouTube people are supposed to say. But subscribe
Yeah.
like the damn thing. It helps. It does help for some reason. I don't know. It does, but
Right.
subscribe. Damn it. I'm up to 179. So thank you for subscribing. Because I had 173 this morning. So
oh
yeah.
hell yeah.
awesome.
Dude.
I'm gaining more and more daily. Like it used to be like, okay, I have 10, and then hey,
Prof-
yay, I have 11 like a week later. It's like,
Yeah,
yes,
no,
I'm getting somewhere. But I started the show on Facebook, so like there's a lot of likes and follows on the Facebook thing. Even though I hate getting on there, but so that it's cool to see. I can actually see the numbers happening, and it's like watching the stock market,
Yeah, we appreciate what you're doing.
I appreciate you guys. I mean, for being on and I'm coming up on my 2-year thing in July, and I'd love to have you as a part of it. I don't even know what I'm going to do for it yet, but I always do something crazy like a clown suit. No, I don't ever do that.
Stay in touch.
But yeah, I know you guys are busy and doing all kinds of stuff, cool stuff. Did my internet? It's just that my internet connection is unavailable. No, you're unavailable. Okay. I've had the worst internet problems in the past few weeks. It's just been awful. Like we're supposed to have like fiber here or something, but we don't have it, or something like that. I don't know, but I don't know what happened. But,
I mean, it's been pretty crispy for the most part, except for a few points where it kind of like the audio got a bit garbled, but otherwise it's been pretty clear.
I bought one of those extenders. I have no idea what I'm doing with technology. Like this podcast has maybe forced me to learn things, but I have an extender in here, and it seems to be helping. I don't know. Hopefully, I don't know what that came up. It's a Zoom problem. I'll blame it on them.
It's a rabbit.
I pay you to be something. I don't know. This song, the last song is "We Can Never Get Back to Arizona." Now, why? What did Arizona do to you?
Alex actually wrote the lyrics and
named it
and
wrote the bass line, and then he kind of
directed, right?
He directed me in writing the guitar parts. So Alex is kind of, and I through Alex's direction, I kind of took inspiration for guitar from Circus Survive, mostly from Juturna, their first album, which isn't actually my favorite album of theirs, but I thought it was very fitting for this song. So, but yeah, Alex, please take it away.
Yeah, so I'm still here. I'm just in a very dark room. That's it.
Developing photos.
Yeah, you could kind of see like the window, whatever. Anyways, so yeah, I wrote this song. I started writing it actually when I first moved up to Portland. Like the first week first or second week I was there, I just started writing it as like a bass riff. And then I don't know, I just wanted to kind of build a song out of it. But yeah, no, Kevin's totally right. I was really influenced by that first Circa record, Juturna, which I would say it's not even my favorite record. I would probably say On Letting Go, their second record is my favorite. But I just liked the atmospheric, ambient, dark vibe that record had. And then plus that, I had been listening to a band called Wolf and Bear from Sacramento, California, who are fucking fantastic. And they had they had this one track in the middle of the record that, I don't know, it just kind of inspired me to write this more slower, somber, just kind of groovier, darker track. And I really wanted to put that kind of into our catalog.
The breakdown, I don't know whether it's midway or towards the end, but the breakdown is just crazy. I used it on the first Instagram story that I posted when I first, you guys were going to be on, and I was like, whoa. There's a lot going on, but it's together, and it's and then it builds a little bit. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I'm a big fan of post rock as well, and I just wanted to bring in this really kind of long, spacey, just atmospheric bridge. I was a big fan of that as a kid, and I really liked it growing up. And I was like, I want this to be something that I could really write and do. Yeah, but lyrically, I think it's one of the darker songs. It's kind of about I don't know, trying to find hope in a darker time in your life, but not sure if you can do it. You're kind of longing for something, basically, to be in a better place. And I kind of try to match that with a unique sense of imagery. I've always been a big fan of lyrics that really paint a vivid picture, something unique. Gerald Palumbo from Glassjaw actually did that a lot, and Matt Geisy from Lower Definition. They were my two bigger influences on this one lyrically. Just kind of trying to paint a really unique, dark picture, I guess. If that makes any sense. Sure. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Let's take a listen to "We Can Never Get Back to Arizona." This is also one of my favorites out of the three, but I need more. But let's take a listen to it. This is a great song.
I find myself in my own paying no mind to this life. Everything breathes, you gotta always still choices inside. Cut down the trees, start to smoke that thing, so I can see, so I can breathe. It's living through, tasting let it flow. All you deserve is fly through, swim in the sky and through the air and grow. But tonight, I'll see the shapes in the stars, and I'm longing for something better than this. I don't wanna leave, I don't wanna leave from underneath this tree. My own, it's grown and it's always shady. There's something coursing through these veins, taking me away.
that's just incredible. I love it. I love that breakdown.
Thank you.
We were just talking, this out of the three so far is my favorite of the songs. It's just like so intense and emotional and big. It's such a big sound.
And it builds, and it just you're like, what are they gonna do now? And it
Yeah.
just keeps building, and just like, okay, they did that. Now what are they gonna do? And it's just like that's what I keep thinking. And it's just great stuff. It's very enjoyable to listen to. I mean, every time, like I've listened to it several times, and I'm picking out parts. Like, oh well, that was a cool little hook that you put in there, whatever that was. Like,
I will say, I'm really of the lead parts that I wrote for all the songs. This one I'm like really proud of, especially like some of those lead parts came about like really late into the recording process. Like I hadn't even like written some of them until like a few days before I went into the studio to record them. Like
how fast was your hand going in that breakdown? I mean,
Oh,
that's just crazy.
tremolo picking, it's all in the wrist, so it's like you're just like.
That's just-
you know.
It's inhuman, is what it is. It's not.
Oh, well, I mean, it's also like there was the delay on it, so it's
I
like
was
some
gonna
of
ask
those.
you if there was a delay there.
Oh, big ups! I love delay. I love saturated delay and reverb and just all those things to make your sound bigger. So some of those notes were synthetic, of course.
Yeah.
But I still play it pretty fast live. If I like
Yeah.
the raw tone, it'd be like about I don't know. It'd be pretty fast.
All I want to say is like there's a part in there's something coursing through these veins, and there's a guitar part that Kevin is dun 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 dun, and it's foreshadowing the solo that happens, or like the lead part.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like
The
a
Super Idola part, dude. That part's sick.
like so many cool parts. This is what I was talking about. Like I go back and I have to listen to it again and be like wow, like it's all just like talking to each other. It's a song that's referring to itself. It's like it's
Yeah.
such a contained system.
Yeah.
And for like the I watch the sky. It's a continuation of the original melody of the first verse. That's how I thought of it.
Oh, I
Um,
didn't know that.
yeah,
Cool.
so
I didn't know that either. That's cool.
yeah. Cut down the trees, stop the smoke they bring. And then
Oh,
the
sing it, Bruno, sing it.
so the way I wrote the second verse was it was like in my head I was like I could repeat the same melody or I could continue it. Like you start the story, there's this whole middle thing, and you end the story, and that's how I was thinking of the Mocha melody. Like Kevin did that super cool reference like earlier in the guitar part, and then references it again
Mhm.
in the.
You guys have the lyrics written out online anywhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, the on Bandcamp as well as
Bandcamp, yeah, that's the one I didn't check.
So for the description of the song, actually, Alex, you said a really good quote, basically describing like the emotion and like the story behind the song. Like you summed it up really well in like a previous interview we did. I really wish I could. What was the name of that guy?
Was it like audio addiction?
No, not
No, it
audio.
was the guy with the flame background, right?
Yes.
Oh, that guy.
He was called like something rock. I really wish.
Yeah.
I really wish I could remember that guy because he was a really good interviewer too. And
I like how you added the 2 at the end.
no,
I've got
I'm really enjoying it. Every interview we've done has been a great time, including this one. But Alex, you said something really good, so I basically just like put quotes around like a good portion of that, and then I said like Alex of Two Bloom on the inspiration for the song.
Cool.
Yeah, look it up, and then
Here it is. The sense of what?
talking about rock is the interviewer. I don't remember where they're based, but yeah, they basically we did like a live streamed just like this, yeah, it was a lot of fun. But
there's a lot of cool like rock when it comes to like the rock genre or this genre. There's a lot of cool podcasters and videocasters that do this style. It's different from like watching something that's in a different genre. 'cause,
Yeah.
like It's I think it's the people, I don't know, it's just like the musicians and stuff. It's just they're different. They're a different breed, but they're the coolest breed. They're the coolest. Yeah, I said it. I don't know.
Can I read you that quote actually that Alex said?
Yeah, do that, please.
So basically, to describe the song, Alex said, the sense of longing to be in a better place in your life, or having that sense of hope, but also acknowledging that there are things that are keeping you from moving to that stage of your life, and that you are not doing anything to better yourself, essentially, is what Alex said. Do you remember saying that, Alex?
Yeah, no, when you say, yeah, I do now. Yeah.
And I thought that was
No,
like
100%. That is, yeah.
Well, that's what I like about this EP specifically, is like it's this internalized pain that every single one of us had. Like the coolest thing is that we each took turns like writing like either a full song or parts of a song or lyrics to a song, fully collaborative. Like it
Yeah.
really showcases each of our like music sensibilities and where we pull from and what we do music wise. And we all have like this universal sense of like pain, like
we're all hurting.
yeah.
Yeah. And we can all come out of it too. And that's that's the inspiration from. But is the EP going to be the songs we heard plus the newest one, or is it going to be all different songs?
No, it's the songs we just heard plus the newest one, and yeah, it'll have like a new mix because they'll have to do each other consistently in terms of like the mix and mastering. So
Sure. Yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait for it. It's
Yeah, neither can we.
the new song,
Yeah,
I
I'm
want
stoked.
to hear the rest of that new song. I want to
Yeah.
hear the rest.
Right
I wanna
on.
hear
And
the rest of the story. Because like technically, your all's music is the story, and it's the way that the way you're telling it is through your music and lyrically.
yeah, we just kind of try to like lay it all out. We don't. I don't know. We don't try to like. We don't flinch from how we're feeling. We just try to outline that as best as we can in the music, and be vulnerable is how I try to approach it. I want to be vulnerable.
Definitely come back on the show. I'd love to have you guys back on. It was so much fun talking to you for this brief hour. It seems like, or a brief hour and a half, or whatever it's been. But come back maybe on the 2-year show. I'll see what I'm gonna do for that.
yeah, absolutely.
Coming up
Cool.
shortly, I guess. I got a full July. I kind of got to throw this out there, but next Friday, or I guess this coming Friday, I have a guy, Kevin Whitaker, is going to come on. He's from Lebanon, PA, which is up near like Philly, that area.
Oh, okay.
He'll be on. He does some solo stuff, and it's got like an '80s vibe to it. It's pretty cool. He's got a good story to tell about his childhood and stuff like that. So that'll be a fun show on Friday, and that's at 8:00 Eastern time.
Oh yeah. Could I do a quick shout out before you close out?
Yes, definitely. Yes, please.
Yeah, so like I said, Logan Strong, who performed the drums on those songs we just heard, and then switched to bass for a while for the sake of playing live shows, which he was super instrumental in. Haha. He, like he said, he stepped down, but I just wanted to like announce informally the person stepping in for bass. For live and like probably like recording and everything like that moving forward is Sean Dawson.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, Sean. Yeah,
Yeah,
Alex is
I'm John, man. Fuck yeah. Cool.
the bassist for my other band, The Reason Our House is Haunted. So he is, he's like really, that's like, it's all in his wheelhouse, like mathy, like prog rock stuff. So we're really excited to have him on. We're going to be playing a show the 23rd of this month at Kelly's Olympian in Portland, and he's going to be making his bassist debut there. So we're excited.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I was getting ready to ask you when your next show was, but I think I saw it on Instagram also. I was gonna ask you something. Brain fart. Here we go.
It's all good.
Talk amongst yourselves. I'll think of it. No, I'm kidding. I have merch for a podcast. I don't know why I even have it, but I have coasters because everybody's thirsty. And I have stickers because everybody's sticky. I don't know.
I sure am. Yeah.
And I have shirts. I don't have them made like to send out, but I can order them because their shirts are damn expensive. I don't have a shirt. I need a shirt guy, but it's the same design as the wall, and it's just on the black shirt. So, so I do have merch. I'll send you guys out some stuff too. So, but
if you
Your-
could
your
give us
snail mail.
like this, we would love to send you some of these. So these are limited. These Wizardgraph prints are limited run. I'm not going to make any more after this batch.
We also have stickers as well.
I like stickers.
Yeah.
So I
It'll
will.
go on the probably this drum because I started a new drum. So
Hell yeah.
We're gonna make it real sticky.
Yeah.
like make it super sticky so it doesn't like peel and weather and things like.
They're high quality stuff. It's a local like a Portland manufacturer. They're called Sticker Ninja, and yeah, they're really good. They're vinyl, like basically waterproof. They're really nice.
I won't plug. I get mine online, but I won't plug them because I've done it before. But it's a good company. I've always gone through them, and but they're kind of expensive. So if you're listening, you know who you are. Lower the prices. like they're gonna listen to me, let's. You know what? I think I will make that announcement that we talked about before we started this stream. Okay. Well, the announcement's sort of been made around here. It was made on Facebook by the organizer of the event, and they're doing a benefit in Clarksburg at the Rose Garden Theater that they recently remodeled and kind of brought back to life. And they're going to be featuring the band Flaw. Flaw was around, not like 9901. Then they disbanded and then they got back together and stuff. I don't know the whole story, but hopefully I will soon because I've been talking to Chris Voltz, lead singer of Flaw. So hopefully sometime soon or later on in the year, they're getting ready to go on tour with. They're getting ready to tour with Crazy Town. Edema and Head PE. So
No
that sounds like a badass tour. I'd go to that. I mean, I don't think there's any. Actually, I think there is one.
That sounds crazy.
That's
I mean,
wild.
Crazy Town.
Crazy Town did that Butterfly song, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude,
that's
that's
a song I know that they did, but still, I mean,
Yeah.
I would go just to hear that song and like,
Dude, same.
and
Oh
like
my
and
God.
flash the band. I would flash the band.
Oh, nice. Also, while I have the podium, shout out to Logan Gardner. I don't know if he's still in the chat, but
I don't know if he is or not. He might be just stalking at this point.
stalking. Yeah. Well, if you're stalking, Logan, love
yeah.
you. He's
Logan, if you're please let us know.
if you're not part of the simulation, hit me up. No. So yeah, Logan definitely like he's been following us for a while, and he's been like a good friend to us. And then when we were in need of a drummer, he stepped in and like really
He fucking owned that shit. I don't know.
kicked us.
Instagram has him doing all the drum parts, and he is so good at.
He just replied, "Hang on one second."
Thank you, Logan Gardner. Thank
He
you.
said, "I'm here, bitches."
And
I told you he was stalking.
congrats to you and Kat on getting engaged. That's awesome.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
Oh,
And-
congratulations! Happy
But
future
most
Father's Day.
Bruno for being a Bruno.
For discovering self-awareness.
Indeed, through the song Wonder. Anyway,
Hey guys, thank you so much for being on. It's been a pleasure meeting you and chatting with you for this hour. Alex, thank you for jumping in. I didn't even. expect
Yeah,
that.
no, thank you for having me.
And Logan, thanks for. He said Logan says love you with a kiss emoji.
well,
Then he just put thank. So I don't know what that means, but
just one.
yeah, just one thank. I don't know who it's to. Maybe Alex. I don't know. But, thank you guys so much. Thank you, Logan, for joining us from your commute or something, whatever you're doing over there. And I'm gonna play this band. I'm gonna give away my secret. Okay, this is what I do. So like the intro band and the outro band, I always pick based on if they've been on the show or not. So Haven State, which I played at the beginning, hasn't been on the show, but they're they're busy, just like everybody's busy. I understand that. I just do it for fun. But this band, I actually met Ben at a show recently that I went to that he was doing photography for, and he's in this band called Nefel, and I'm gonna play Nuance here at the end here in a second. So hopefully,
Oh, yeah.
by tagging them on Facebook or not Facebook, can't tag anybody on Facebook. It sucks. But but by tagging them on Instagram, for playing their music and stuff, they usually immediately message me. Yes, we'd love to be on the show. Yes, we'd love to be. Even though if I just hit them up like 6 months ago, I'm like, oh, finally, just because I'm playing your stuff.
Just woke up.
If you guys have like 2 minutes, I'll talk to you a little bit after I kill the stream. If that's cool. If you
Yes.
All right.
Totally, yeah.
I'm gonna play. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay. I moved it from.
We'll do it for that.
I'm going to play a little bit of NFL here while I change the marquee from To Bloom to Kevin Whitaker. It might take me a minute, so I chose this song for that. But thanks, guys, so much. Hopefully we'll see you for the 2-year show. I'll let you know what's going on. Maybe we'll just have you pop in for a second or so.
Thank you so much for having us. You were phenomenal. This was super fun. Mm-hmm.
I love vodka. Okay. Thank you so much.
Shout out to vodka.
Shout out to vodka.
This episode was sponsored by vodka in general.
Vodka and pit bulls.
Yes.
Dude, yes, hell yeah.
And Father's Days.
Stop the stigma.
Mr.
Father's
Worldwide.
Days of the future or something like that. I don't know. Wait, here's NFL with nuance, and we'll see you Friday at 8 Eastern with Kevin Whitaker. We'll see you.